Hello everyone. Hi. So, yeah, it's me, real life Ian, the owner of the channel that you'll be watching this on. So for anyone who doesn't know, I had a plush series called Battle for Plush Island, which then turned into Battle for Plush Island again, and then blah blah blah. But today I'm going to be going over how this whole series went, and then up to now, up to the 5th season, and then I'm going to give a little bit of a sneak peek info and give some juicy info on how BFP 2 is going to look like versus the new version versus the scrap version. Since today's the last day for A&O's entries, I'm suspecting that probably like 1 o'clock-ish, maybe 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock-ish, or like 10 to 1-ish, like 10 a.m. to probably 1 p.m. I'll be probably, that's when the most likely time zone will be. And I'm fine if any of you A&O's contestants that aren't doing the challenge, which are just Sad Cheese, Wild Marker, and Glimmer. I'm okay if you guys don't upload it between that time zone, but that's just what I expect, because that's when people usually start to get up. It's about around like that time zone. At least for people who aren't in a whole different time zone, which me and my friend believe that soda might be in that one cheese. I mean, that's his Discord user, Sad Cheese, and he believed that soda might be in a whole different area because it takes him, because he uploads his entries at the most random odd times. Anyways, let's start off with the humble beginnings. Initially, I was like, should I really make an object show? And I didn't really want to make an online one, since I probably wouldn't have been able to do it at that point. And well, now here we are today. But anyways, so I started with a plushie series, since I had some plushies of mine. And then I created Battle for Plush Island. I uploaded the first 2 episodes because I had to split it into 2 parts because my dad was interrupting the recording, so I split it up into 2 parts for the first episode. Anyways, the team that was up for elimination was the Fire Numbers. That was the first official recorded team to be up for elimination. And for the longest time, for a good few months, as expected, the series kind of flopped and never really got anything. Up until the one person known as Kzone 1212 casted the first ever vote in Battle for Plush Island series history. Just like the first ever vote for Flower got casted by, I can't remember the person's name for the life of me, Kzone 1212 casted the first ever vote. At that point, there was one uneven team, and that was the Fire Numbers, who only had 2 members. They were ultimately up for elimination, and the person that was eliminated was 4. This was back when I had comments. Yeah, shockingly enough, I used to do voting for comments. But then what changed everything was once, I think either the 3rd or 2nd episode, I changed it to a Google form for people to vote. So yeah. Then eventually we got to the finale. And then Marker won the whole series. And he was the first ever recorded winner of my object shows. Now, of course, I say this overall because only plushie shows have actually ended yet. The closest that I am to finishing an online show, like the first season, is Book Show, where I'm on the finale. But I'm definitely not close on Sauce. I'm somewhat there on the Battle of the YouTubers and Viewers, but still not fully there. Oh yeah, and I also have AOS, if you would count that, because there's an object show camp that's online. And then I'm not very close for A&O's, though a certain someone predicts that he'll win. Sorry. I'm not going to say who, though. Anyways. Basically, eventually, I started Battle for Plush Island again, since I thought, why not go for a 2nd season? So, I started to make all of it, and I had this big elaborate idea to have, like, paper contestants. Ultimately, that idea was scrapped once I uploaded the 6th episode, but that's the thing. Wait, I don't know. I think it might have been the 7th episode now that I think about it. 7th or 6th. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was the 7th episode. Yeah, 7th episode. In the 7th episode, I ultimately scrapped the paper characters. I still have them somewhere up in my room. Anyways, I might make a series out of them. I don't know, man. Anyways, eventually, because of a certain event that happened during the recording of Battle for Plush Island again, 7, I kind of got a little bit discouraged to do it. I don't know why. Basically, the event that happened was I was recording this while it was snowing. That was back in the snow, the closest thing that we had to a Snowmageddon in January and of 2023. Of 2023, by the way. Yeah, it's been that long ago. Anyways, basically, what am I trying to say? Basically, I got my foot stuck in one of the grate holes, and I don't know how that discouraged me. I was just kind of a little bit scared about that, like my foot was going to be stuck in there forever. And then eventually, I got distracted, and then I never uploaded it. But then I met a certain person by the name Derrick and Kzone. I'll save you all the chitter chatter about that, but basically to describe it in a nutshell, he had a plush series, and he realized that he would have to rename his because I had one. He was referencing the trailer for my first season. Eventually, he inspired me to upload, or at least he got me back into uploading my plush series, and without him, probably would have taken me quite a while to get to where I am now. Anyways, I uploaded the 7th episode, and then Derrick Animations officially became a voice actor for Coiny in Battle for Plush Island 8. And I had my first official person that wasn't just me. He was the first official ever person to be recorded in my plush series history to help me. And he helped with voice acting some of Coiny's lines. Now, of course, the 8th episode kind of went a little bit weird because the recording kind of stopped, so I explained the rest of the episode. And then eventually in the 9th episode, he kept getting more voice acting, and also from the 9th episode of Battle for Plush Island again, and 4th, he started to make the thumbnails. And then eventually it went on into IPFB, and then AIPFB, and now into BFP. Now that I've gotten over kind of the whole history of the show, let me just go over some different changes. So, in the original version, there were meant to be the obvious teams. Please go check Battle for Plush Island, Battle for Plush, or BFP 1 to see most of the teams, okay? But basically, the differences that will happen is, since I ended up finding this idiot, this funny guy, I'm going to put him on the one team that has 2 team members, since that's kind of why I had a team with only 2 people. Anyways, Marker will be on Revenge with Derrick Animations and Riggy, though it will still be a 2 team because they're up for elimination. So, yeah. Anyways, and finally, the last noticeable difference will be, at least this is the last noticeable difference for now. Well, there's one more. There's possibly one more. But this is a different noticeable difference. Basically, these new plushies I got after I started making BFP, so they will appear as this team together. They will be called the newest newbies. Or no, the smart thinkers. Yeah, the smart thinkers. The new smart thinkers, yeah. The new smart thinkers will be a whole new team with Kapi, Yin Yang, and 2. So yeah, that's all. So yeah, that's BFP 2, the scrapped edition. And I will be uploading BFP 2, the official version, probably like the 17th. The reason why I say the 17th is because my friend who I usually have over is going to be going to Canada on the 17th and won't be back for a while, so I'll be So I'll basically have nothing to do until like the 24th, which is when I'm going to Chicago. So I will be free to do whatever, more so not like for non-online stuff. So yeah, hopefully I'll have ordered balloons by then. Even though the thumbnail and the title might still say like keep the balloon in the air, it might be a different item depending on if I'm able to get balloons, because the balloons from my birthday, which I originally had in mind to use, are gone, and I wasn't able to keep one of them because I didn't remember to tell my parents to do so. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, the challenge might be noticeably different. Marker is going to be joining. The challenge might, and I mean might, be noticeably different in the new version. Marker will be joining Derrick Animations and Ricky on Team Revenge. And then 2, Kapi and Yin Yang will all form a team together known as the new Smart Thinkers. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye.